we went to Dunkin'. I'm not officially a Dunkin' girly yet, I don't think, but I also haven't been to Starbucks in a while, unless like I've been trying like a specific cold foam or drink that they have just to like see what it tastes like. I haven't been going consistently. Now at the airport, there was a Starbucks, and Kaylin was like, there's gonna be a Starbucks later on, let's just wait. He didn't want to stop. So I was like, okay, yeah, you're probably wrong, because I told him a lot of times there's actually not, but you know, whatever. I didn't really feel like stopping either. And then their only thing we had was a Dunkin'. So I just ordered, literally, I pulled it out of my butt. Like, I didn't know what to order, so I just said a medium iced latte with oat milk. And then I think I did 3 brown sugar cookie and 2 unsweetened vanilla. And it was bussin'. It was like actually really good. I was like, okay. I also was like starving and not eaten, and I also really badly needed caffeine, so I'm sure that played a role into it. And so ever since we got back from the cruise, I have just been trying random Dunkin' orders. Yesterday, it was way too sweet. I did 4 brown sugar cookie and then I think 2 or 3 sweetened vanilla, and it was way too sweet. So today I did 4 butter pecan swirl, which is sweetened, and then 4 blueberry shots, which is not sweetened. And I still did the iced latte with oat milk. Please be good. Oh my. Okay, right, I think this is my order. I think this is it. Like, you know how before, I don't know if you guys are like this, but before I get a coffee, in my brain, like, I have a way that I want it to taste. And this is like absolutely hitting. Like, I want it to be a little bit blueberry, but I also want there to be like a good amount of sweetness. I personally like sweet coffee, not like too sweet, but if Kaylin drank this, he would be like, that's disgusting, that's so sweet. So like, it's hard to say. But I feel like this is not too sweet for me. Like, I can still taste the coffee, the blueberry, butter pecan. Like, yes, this is very, very good. And it was only it was like $5.30 or something, I think. To get 8 pumps at Starbucks would literally be like $10. No lie, no lie. My drinks normally are like 8 something. Crazy. Anyway, this is so good.
All means a lot. I don't understand, and I say I know you don't. I just sit in the.
Honestly, the fact that there's this many people at Hobby Lobby is kind of crazy. Like, it's Monday morning at 10:30. This is kind of crazy. I do need some new scissors. I don't know which ones are better. These ones or the Scotch ones. These say they're $19.99 and these ones are $6.99 for 2. Yeah, we're gonna go with these. I also got these, look very cute, just like add to spreads, like so pink and girly. Some washi tape, and then these. I also loved how these look, and then also completely out of tape. Like, you cannot be a crafty girl and completely be out of tape. So I got a bunch of tape, and this one says that it disappears, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna try that. Okay, I originally came to look at the scrapbooks to see what they look like. I normally do one like this. You guys have seen it, but I just wanted to look at like what else they had. And they have like more inserts. Pretty cool. I feel like I'm always talking about like having weird experiences in stores here, but I literally feel like when it comes to Dallas and like the Metroplex, it genuinely is one of the most dangerous places for women, because the men that are just like no-lifers, they literally will like go to places that they know women will be. Like my experience in Barnes & Noble that day. Okay, we're here. I also realized that Petco did a little bit of rebranding. Honestly, I love it. Can you see? It's like navy blue. The Health and Wellness Co. Very cute, actually. I like that. I did not even know these existed. The sealing wax sticks. where you can do like these. I think this is so cool because then it's just, you just light the top of it. That seems so simple to me. I wish they had something like this, but numbers. I really want a numbers one. Okay, I'll show you guys everything I got and then actually get started. Look at the mess I've made because I've been scrapbooking and trying to get all of my photos out of here and into the scrapbook / into my photo albums. 2025, I really can't get behind. Okay, tabs, because I saw Faith. She sent me a video and she used really cute tabs. This is all I can find. Hers were cuter, so I'm gonna try to figure out where she got hers from. 2025 scrapbook. Although my last scrapbook is not filled up, I think it'll just be easier to just start strong 2025. Start strong, start it new. Tape, the washi tape I showed you guys, these little things, scissors. I got the wax seal, the letters. Again, I wish they had numbers. I'm gonna look them up and see if they have numbers. Then I also got some numbers because I feel like this would be cute. Apparently I don't know what year it is because I bought 3s and not 5s. So that's amazing. Anyway, I thought it would be cool to wrap these in washi tape. And then they would be really pretty. Got these little tabs. And then I thought it would be cute to do like charms hanging off the side of my scrapbook. So I got one for my last scrapbook and then I got one for 2025, or I got a few. Like I'm gonna put them all together and they'll hang off the side. I thought that would be really cute. And then I ran into Michael's because I needed more photo albums. We have this one. And then we also have this one. They were buy one, get one half off. Then I just filled up 2 of these. So I was so happy to see they had more of them. I really like the gingham. That's very pretty to me. So I got 2. And I think what I'm going to do with these is make these the boys' baby books. Because I never printed out photos from when they were babies. So I think I might do that in those. I got a new hot glue gun because my current hot glue gun is just, it sucks. It's literally like miniature. It's tiny. It sucks. So I got that and glue. And then I also got some more wax for the wax seals. So that's my little haul. Okay, I'm so excited. Let's begin my 2025 reading journal. This is a Scribbles That Matter reading journal. It's just a dotted journal. It's the same one I have literally used since I first got into bullet journaling. I think it was like 2017, and I just love it. The paper is so thick. It's perfect. The dots are perfect. I like that the paper is actually white, and it's just tried and true and trusted, and I think it's great. I also think that if you are not great at journaling or you're nervous about it, a great way to make your journal just look a little bit more elevated is by buying a journal that has thicker paper so that you don't get the bleed through and you don't get like, you know how your papers can kind of like turn into itself or like upward if your paper is really thin. So I love this journal. I'm not sure if I will ever change. I just think it's great. I have done tons of research. Like I literally feel like I've researched every journal on the market and I still feel like this is at least the best one for me where I'm at currently. So anyway, first spread is going to be my reading goal spread. At the end of my like final flip through, I will show you guys how my 2025 journal turned out compared to my 2024, like same spreads, but just kind of different ways of doing it. I don't hate my 2024 journal. In fact, I was actually pretty in love with it until I finished this 2025 journal and I was like, whoa, I actually really, really like my 2025 journal. I think it turned out so good. I did leave a lot more blank space, which I actually think I'm liking a little bit more of a simplistic vibe. I don't know, something about it was just like very refreshing going into the new year. My goal for 2025 is going to be 100 books again. 2024 is not over. I'm not even sure if I'm going to finish my goal to 100. We will see. I still have about 15 more books and about 9 more days in the month. So you guys see the math is really not mathing. And then for 2024, I also did a little key and I colored in the boxes by genre. And I really like that. Some people do it by how they read it, like physical, audiobook, Kindle.
I think genre is really cool for me, so I like doing that, and I love using mild liners for that because the colors are just so pretty. Also, the color scheme I went with this was not pre-planned. This whole journal took me so long, like 3 full days, probably from like 9 a.m. to, I mean, it's 10 p.m. right now and I'm still working on this video. So it took me quite some time, and that doesn't even include sketching time and research time because I had a whole Notion list dedicated to all of the layouts I was going to do. It was a whole thing. I don't even really remember my point of that tangent. Anyway, there are my goals: 100 books and then read the entire Bible. Yes, I also have a Bible spread that I've done for the first time ever, and I'm really excited to show you guys. It looks so cool. Also, adding this little washi tape on the edge, I think just added a little bit of color without adding too much busyness. So I love that. Moving on to the bar chart. 2024 journal also had a bar chart, and I really liked how that looked. It's a very simple, very easy. Only thing is, I didn't go high enough in my numbers. I read a lot of books in like certain months, and I didn't add enough numbers, so I went a little bit higher to 19, and we will see. And then I wasn't sure what I should do on the right side, so let me know if you guys have any ideas. Here is my Bible layout tracker page. This one, I was not sure how I was going to do it, and it ended up not all fitting on the 2 pages, so I did this little flap thing, and instead of just having a plain flap, I put some of this super cute heart paper on top of it, and this washi tape, oh my goodness, you guys, I was struggling, but I finally figured it out. I actually ended up, if you can see right there, I ended up using the clear tape that I just had bought from Hobby Lobby, and it actually does go down super clear, so I really like that. So that was better, using the tape instead of the washi tape on both sides. Washi tape on one side and then the clear tape on the other, because I probably spent 15 minutes trying to get the tape on, and then I just had to take it all off and do the Scotch tape because that just held it in place better. Either way, I love the flap. I think it's so cute. I actually might go in and add some, like, I don't know, washi tape all the way to that right page just because it is super blank over there. And you guys will see when I show you like how it turned out. Yeah, I loved how it turned out. And the sun came, and this is a little while later. I had to take a little break. I decided to fill in each of the books of the Bible with a color. These pens, I'm obsessed with them. They go on so smooth and the colors are fantastic. It's just like my life. If my life had a color scheme, it would be these pens. And so I just decided to do each book a different color, and it's very rainbow, it's very bright. I just think it turned out so beautiful. I think it's like my favorite spread. I was not expecting that. I thought it was going to look way too busy and ugly. And I will say, if you're trying to mitigate the messiness and the ugliness, use a mini ruler, because that helps so much. It keeps everything just looking so crisp and clean. Granted, it does take significantly longer. You guys, I don't think you understand how long it takes. And I decided to just cut out the rest of that. You guys will see in the flip through how it turned out, because I was like, wow, this is repetitive. And then I did these pink stickers and ended up completely not liking how that looked whatsoever. So then I just did trusty old bubble letters, except for whatever reason, my bubble letters were not bubble lettering. I feel like last year my bubble letters looked so much better, and they just were not giving what I thought. And this spread, I'm not sure, the author backlist, I'm not sure if this one will be sticking with me into 2026. Oh, I forgot to also say that. This journal I plan to use as my reading journal for 2025 and 2026. So I'm going to do things a little bit differently, not use so many bulky stickers, because my 2024 journal is quite chunky and it's kind of become difficult to use, which is why I just started a whole fresh journal. But this takes so long. This process is so grueling and it's so repetitive that I think I may just use it for the next 2 years, maybe even 3 if I can get 3 years in it. Either way, I'm not sure if I love an author backlist, because I am such a mood reader that, yes, there are authors I want to read their backlist, but realistically, I just don't end up getting to it in 1 year. I didn't realize actually how quickly, like as far as reading, my reading year goes, it goes by so fast that I'm like, wow, I didn't even have time to read some of the books I thought for sure I would be able to read, and I read almost 100 books. I'm at like 85 right now. So it's kind of crazy. I did 2 author backlists, and I just cut out the whole completely. You don't need to re-see me doing that all over again. Moving on, it's now nighttime. Moving on to my series tracker, which this is one of my favorites to see. I just love how it looks. And I also did cut down on quite a few series. I either decided I'm just not going to finish them and I'm just going to banish them from my reading journal. Like there's a Lucy Score series that I'm not going to finish. I don't want to read the book. Why would I force myself to read it? I'm just not going to do it. So I'm just going on Goodreads and trying to find all of those series that I do actually want to complete. And again, I think using the ruler just helps make this look so much better and so much more clean back with the bubble letters. And this is why it took so long. Do you guys see how slowly I was filling that in? I think I might be a little bit too meticulous, but if I'm not, it actually does drive me crazy. Like I think my brain is a little spicy because it really does. It will bother me, it will drive me crazy, and I will just end up covering it up with paper, which you guys will see is going to happen here pretty soon. I will just start covering things up with paper that I didn't like. One page I did reference a lot in 2024 was my anticipated reads, except this year is a little bit different. You guys will see last year when I compare at the very end for the flip through, when I compare my 2024 anticipated reads to 2025, I just very clearly did not know my reading taste because there were so many books on there that I thought I was anticipating, but then the more I read last year, the more I realized actually, oh my goodness, my hand. Why is my hand like that? Oh my goodness. Okay, anyway, I realized that that's not my vibe. So this year, I was actually referencing my YouTube video. If you guys didn't watch that, go watch that. Pretend you're not seeing these books at all. Go watch my video. And these are the books I'm actually anticipating reading. And I'm actually excited for them. And I actually am pretty sure I will read them, most likely. And there are about, I think there ended up being 28 or 32 books. I can't remember exactly. This honestly is, maybe I shouldn't say this about my own spread, but probably my least favorite spread out of the whole thing. I just didn't super love how it turned out. Something is missing. I think I don't love the title. So I honestly, I don't like how the spacing of it and the S's. I could not do my S's tonight. So I might go over that with paper and cover it because I feel like all of the other spreads look so clean and crisp and this one just looks very messy. So that's just not my favorite thing. I did go and add the dates and I'm going to add little check boxes as well. I tried to add some flowers to hopefully make it look a little bit better and I'm not sure that it did. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think about this spread. It's not my favorite. I feel like I could have done better. Moving on to my physical TBR. This is one of my favorite things ever. And another reason why I will try to keep, okay, see here, I messed up on the Y and I was literally throwing a fit and I was like, forget it, never mind, we're doing something different, which, oh my goodness, you guys, it turned out so good. I can't wait for you to see. I love having a physical TBR spread because I love seeing all of the physical books that I own written down. It's very, very satisfying to me. It's one of my favorite things ever. It's very grueling, which I think is why I said I will want to keep this same journal for 2 to 3 years if I can. I own a lot of physical unread books. It's just a lot of fun having it all laid out there and seeing it, but it is a lot to write them down. But oddly enough, I actually enjoy writing them all down. I don't know, something's wrong with me. Also recommend this little corner rounder because when I do that at the end, it really just makes everything look so cohesive and crispy. I love it. I'm doing more Dutch doors. That's basically where you just kind of cut off a little bit at the top and then you make it to where you don't have to do multiple header or title page or not header. Oh my goodness, what am I saying? You don't have to do multiple titles and you get to kind of get more bang for your buck. You know what I mean? So this will be my reading log and I did 2 little Dutch doors in there. And I'm obsessed with these stickers also, if you could not tell. That kind of ended up being the theme. Then I saw Katie is Reading do this very cool flip out thing. This is a new thing I've never seen before. And I needed extra pages, so I'm pulling from my 2024 reading journal. And if you go to the right section, you'll be able to pull it out super easily without having to cut it, which makes, again, the lines of your pages look really, really clean. And here I originally did sketches, and now I'm just going in with the black pen to make everything look super sharp. And I'm doing one for each month. And this will be like my reading log, I guess, essentially is what it is. And I will be able to track what books I read on what days. And I think that's really cool. I mostly love how it flips out. Like it goes January, February, March, April, and then you open it and it flips out fully. And you guys will see later, I filled in each of the numbers and more stickers for doing a little reading tracker, rounding out the pages. It just makes it look so good. Okay, this will be my last spread. And again, something I did not do in my journal last year is like how everyone does, like they'll do like an A through Z challenge, or they'll do 24 books for 2024. So this is my 25 books for 2025, except I don't know if everybody else does this. I've never really noticed. But this will be 25 books for 2025 from my TBR. So I was kind of trying to figure out how to say that in a way that was not going to take up the entire page. But I think you guys get the gist. And I don't have any numbers for my die cuts, so I ordered some of those and they'll be coming, but not today. So I will just have to remember not to fill in the spot at the top and the bottom. I'm going to do 25 from my TBR and then do 2025 at the bottom. I think that will look the best. So now I'm just cutting out all the pictures. Again, highly recommend getting one of these little cutters because, again, if you want it to look crispy and clean, that is the best way. Using like cutting by hand, so it's just not going to look as clean. Realistically, it's not. So now I'm just placing all of my books from around my TBR all around, and then I print them on sticky paper, so I just peel the back off and pop them right in. Now we are going to go through my final flip through. I love this journal. Like, it's so pretty. It's so colorful. I did my name. Here are this page didn't change really at all, but I will show you my journal from 2024. Like I said, this is kind of how it turned out. You know, I didn't love the left page. There's just things I didn't super love about it. I feel like the new one looks just so much cleaner, crispier. I keep saying crispy. Bible reading log, tracker. I didn't do this last year, so this is something that is new. But again, love how colorful it turned out. I really think the cover of my journal inspired me to make this so much more colorful. Now this is a page, I'm not sure which author backlist I like more. If I like my 2024 because I did different colors, or if I like the all pink. Now that I'm looking at it, I like the all pink. Listen, I'm going to finish filling it in, but my finger was literally indented from having to write all those names down. Series tracker. I think I like this series tracker more. I think the colors are more cohesive versus my one from last year, but I love the layout of it. I love how clean the lines look. See, I just feel like the header of this does not make sense. I'm also missing 2 books, so I will have to fill that in when I print more books out. See, I just didn't love, and like, oh my goodness, most of those books I didn't even read or was not even interested in. I just really didn't know my reading taste. Physical TBR. Again, guys, my finger was it's probably permanently indented, so I will have to go in and fill all of those in. I will show you my one from last year, and this one looks so much better. Like, see what I mean? The pages were just messed up. I also didn't own my micro scissors at the time, so the pages just were not, and I made more mistakes. So anyway, this just looks so much better. Same thing for my reading log. Now, I do love this reading log. I think it's turned out super cute, but I think my one from this year is better. I think that using the stickers for my titles just looks so much better. And when you can see, I filled in the numbers with coordinating colors to the month. I think that's very cute that I did that. And again, I use those pins that are sitting there to my right. I glued all of those in, taped all those in, and I need to add the numbers, and I think maybe add some more stickers. I think would really spice that page up a little bit more. Either way, that is my journal for 2025, and I'm so glad it's finally done. I cannot wait to use it because I'm absolutely in love with how well it turned out, and I cannot wait to chunkify my notebook, and I super hope that you guys enjoyed and took some inspiration. If you guys do any of my spreads, please tag me because I'd love to see them, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah.